I'm News4 Jax's Chief Meteorologist David Heckard. You likely have seen the unbelievably dramatic photos of widespread flooding across the state of Vermont. It's been very significant flooding they dealt with Monday now into the early morning hours on Tuesday, and this was a perfect storm event for them. In fact, likely some of the heaviest rainfall they've seen since Hurricane Irene impacted them back in 2011. Let's go a little bit more in depth here on Vermont, and this is the 24-hour accumulated rainfall. This is from Monday night, and you can see a very big swath here of Vermont, which is right here, that had 7 to 9 inches of rainfall. Now here in southeast Georgia and northeast Florida, that would be a big-time event. We would have some flooding issues. But in Vermont, if you've ever been to Vermont, it is a totally different topography than Florida and southeast Georgia. It is very rugged. There are mountains in this region, which means there are significant valleys, which include river valleys, and those flooded substantially. Also, the soil here cannot handle that amount of rainfall, and because of all of that, we dealt with some widespread flooding in the state. In fact, central sections of Vermont, this corridor right here near Rutland, had a flash flood emergency issued. That's the first time in recorded history a flash flood emergency is issued anywhere in northern New England. And the headline, of course, has been Montpelier, which is the capital of Vermont. It is not a huge city, but the river close by has spilled over its banks. It crested at an astounding 21 feet Tuesday morning, the second highest crest ever recorded, and it flooded much of the downtown area of Montpelier. It will likely take weeks, months, if not years, to fully recover portions of Montpelier from what it once was. Over a foot of flooding occurred across much of the downtown area. Unfortunately, the flooding threat is not going away. We're talking about maybe some minor flooding in northern Vermont heading to the rest of Tuesday. Pretty quiet on Wednesday, and then we are outlook for more flooding as we head into Thursday. In fact, this area in gold you see right there, that is a slight risk for flooding. Keep in mind, though, they've already picked up a lot of rainfall here, so just a little bit more rain is going to really exacerbate those creeks, streams, and waterways, which could result in more significant issues across the state of Vermont. This has truly been a historic event for them in parts of northern New England. This is on the heels of another big event in Hudson Valley outside New York City, which washed away some roadways. They picked up in some locations over 9 inches of rainfall. So a pretty brutal week of weather across parts of the Northeast and New England, and it may not be over just yet. I'm Assistant Chief Meteorologist David Heckard for Channel 4, the local station.